All right, hello, MYP Personal Project students. Hello. How are we doing today? Happy Personal Project Wednesday. It is November 11th, and today we're talking about the personal project. Yay! All right, so we're talking about the planning phase specifically. All right, the focus of this little chat is what are we doing? Planning phase edition. All right, so let's look at this. So we're talking about the planning phase. So where are we at right now? All right, you've done your investigating phase outline, right? Right? Yeah, you have. I know you have. All right, so you've done your investigating phase outline. All right, and if you haven't, you're doing it right now. All right. Then what are you working on right now? All right, your planning phase, which you're probably already done or almost done with. All right, in your process journal, that's what's in progress right now. So that means all you have left to do is the taking action and reflecting outlines and then put in some evidence of your project, some pictures or a video. That's all you've got left to do. All right, this is it. This is the personal project. All right, 4 outlines, process journal, and some pictures. All right, or video. That's the personal project. You've got this. All right, so today we are looking at that planning phase just a little bit more. All right, we're diving into that just a little bit. So let's do that. All right, right now you're wrapping up your planning phase outline. All right, getting ready to meet with your supervisor. All right, please make it a point to submit your planning phase outline and meet with your supervisor sometime between now and November 20th. All right, that's right before break. All right, so please meet with them before Thanksgiving break. All right, ideally this week or next week. All right, find a time, meet with your supervisor. You can sign for their office hours. You can see if they have any group offerings they're doing. All right, but meet with them sometime. All right, say hi. Your supervisor is lonely. All right, so say hi to them, meet with them. All right, talk about your outline just a little bit. All right, so that's that. What are you working on right now? So the planning phase, all right, one of the big pieces of the planning phase is making criteria. All right, that's a big part of the planning phase. So what are your criteria like? All right, what's the point of a criteria? Well, think of the criteria for your personal project like you do the rubric or criteria your teacher gives you when you have an evidence assignment. They give you something that explains what you need to do. They don't just say, go do something. All right, and I'm going to grade it. Instead, they give you directions. They say it should be this long. You should include this many sources in your citations. You should talk about this. You should make a slideshow, something. They give you details. All right, that's what you're doing for your criteria, except you're making them up yourself. All right, because your project's unique. So you're making your own criteria for your project. So you're going to say, it's going to have this. It's going to be a slideshow. It's going to be a video. It's going to have 6 pictures. I'm going to cite 3 sources. You're going to give some details. Right? That's the criteria. Your criteria should be both qualitative and quantitative. Hey, you bio people, you remember, all right? You learned this last year in MIT biology, didn't you? All right, I know you did. So quantitative, right? You should include some numbers in your criteria. So maybe how much is your project going to cost? All right, that's a good thing to include. How many pieces are you going to make, right? Or how many products? If you're taking pictures, how many pictures are you going to take? If you are making a song, how long is your song going to be? If you are going to be doing some sort of research, how many sources do you want to cite in your project? All right, give us some numbers. All right, so give some details there. And then qualitative. So what color is your project going to be? What shape is it? It's going to be big? Is it going to be small? Is it going to be a slideshow? Is it going to be a Zoom video thing? Are you going to make a TikTok? What is it that you're doing? All right, give us some idea about what medium you're going to use. All right, a little bit about quality. So how will you know if it's a good project or not? So is a quality TikTok mean that it has music? Is that how it works? All right, so explain a little bit about what it's going to look like. Or if it's a cookbook, does that mean that it has pictures? You're going to have something like that, right? How would others assess it? So would you say that you want 5 people to listen to your song and you want at least 4 of them to say that it was good? Do you want people to rank it proficient, advanced? How could other people assess what you are doing? All right, and we're back. All right, someday we'll have Loom Premium. Someday. Until then, here we are. So we've got our criteria. We've got qualitative and quantitative aspects to our work. So, do you want to see an example? I've got a sample right here. So here's a sample. So let's say your goal is that by December, you want to learn the best way to take pictures outdoor and then use this skill to document pictures of Milwaukee to show the global context, fairness, and development. All right, so maybe one of your criteria could be that you will take 5 pictures, all right, include 5 pictures of murals in Milwaukee. All right. So then in that sort of second column on your outline, you could say, I chose this criteria because I only know of 2 and I would like to challenge myself to find more. All right, nice connection to challenge yourself, right? And then I will evaluate this by counting the number of final pictures for the showcase. All right, fair enough. Good qualitative example. Or quantitative, oh my goodness, I almost mixed myself up. Quantitative example. All right, another great option for your criteria is to try and include some research. All right, so here we have a fantastic example of something that includes a little bit of research. All right, so let's say your goal is that by December, I will learn how to prepare a traditional Indian meal and document it in a cookbook in order to show personal and cultural expression. Fantastic goal. So one of your criteria could be, my cookbook will include at least one recipe that uses curry. All right, I chose this because while doing research by talking to my grandmother that used to live in India, I learned that curry is an important spice in Indian cooking. Right? Fantastic research there. Your research doesn't have to always be a website. It doesn't have to be a book or something else. Your research can be talking to someone that is knowledgeable on a topic. You are more than welcome to do that. So if you have parents, family members, relatives, teachers, if you know someone that is an expert or has some relevant experience, talk to them. They are fantastic research you can use. And then in this criteria, you can see, it says, I will evaluate this by making sure my final cookbook includes at least one recipe with curry. Delightful. All right, fantastic. Another sample involving some research. Let's say that your goal is that by December, I will research the best sports medicine practices to create an off-season soccer workout schedule in order to show scientific and technological innovation. All right, you can say that one of your criteria could be that my soccer plan will include both static and active flexibility work because you can say I chose to evaluate, or I chose this criteria because according to the National Academy of Sports Medicine, different types of stretching, elicit, blah, 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 citation, APA format, beautiful. All right. So here's a really explicit example. The first example included a good reference to the research. This is a very explicit in-text citation. Both are good, but something you can work for. Not every criterion needs this, an in-text citation, but if you can fit a couple in, that is a great way to increase your score with this. All right, and then you say that I will evaluate this by ensuring that every day's workout includes at least one static stretch and one active flexibility piece. Perfect, we're good to go right there with that criteria. All right, so here's where we're at with that. All right, we've got our criteria. Let's look at a completed outline to kind of explain this just a little bit more. So here's a completed personal project that was submitted in a previous year. All right, so they have a cover page. We'll share that later. We see the investigating phase here. Look, goal and global context, prior knowledge, research. Now we have the planning phase. All right, look at that table. All right, fun. All right, a little explanation as to why. All right, see a timeline right here. Gorgeous. Look at that timeline. Look at those deadlines, some long-term, some short-term goals. All right, perfect. Little explanation as to why. Gorgeous. All right, that's first half of the personal project. All right, perfect. Right there, good to go. All right, so let's take a peek back at our presentation here. All right, we've got some research. All right, we've got some qualitative, we've got some quantitative work. All right, please make it a goal to try and incorporate these in. All right, don't forget that you should be working on making it a goal to meet with your supervisor sometime in the next 2 weeks for your personal project. All right, so that is our outline. Please make sure you meet with your supervisor sometime in the next 2 weeks. Please make it a goal. Say hi to them. They're lonely. Be nice. Check in with them. All right, let's get this done. All right, something we have coming up right now if you would like to work on increasing your score, if that's something that you would like to try and focus on, we have some optional after-school sessions, all right, 3:30 to 4:30 on Tuesdays coming up. These are just going to be drop-in sessions you can join, and we're going to look at a few little changes you can make. We'll look at the criteria and see what you can do to increase your score on the personal project. All right, so if that's something you would like to work on, these are some optional sessions we have coming up. If you would like to sign up for them, sign up will be posted in Google Classroom. Just sign up in advance. I'll share a link with you. You can show up and see what you can do to increase your score. All right, so these are optional sessions. Feel free to drop in if you would like. Come with your outline ready to go, and we'll see if we can make some changes and improvements to it. All right. So those are some optional sessions for you. A few other fun notes just while we're here. All right, virtual SAW is going on. All right, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 3 to 4:30. All right, this is a great option if you're not passing class and you would like some help. If you want to work on your grades, if you need help, or you just want to check in with some of your peers to work together, if you want to get some help from some Reagan staff or some of your upperclassmen, all right, you can drop into SAW. All right, Google Classroom code is right there for you. I'll be there on Wednesdays, so if you want to drop in on Wednesdays, all right, I can always try my best to help with some science. All right, we also have some other teachers that can help with a few pieces as well. A couple reminders, office hours are here, all right? So sign up for them. Just make sure if you do sign up that you show up, all right? Don't waste your teacher's time. All right, don't take away time from other students. All right, if you sign up for an office hours, show up to the office hours. All right, it makes your teacher sad if you don't show up. All right, you can cancel. All right, just make sure you decline the event. Let your teacher know. All right, so always a nice thing. All right, and if you forget, nice follow-up email like, hey, sorry I forgot it. It's always appreciated. All right. So there we go. All right. There is a survey as well hosted by some of our Reagan student leadership. Please check that out. See what that is. Posted in Google Classroom. Share your thoughts, your feelings, make your voice heard. All right. And hey, look at that. There's an event today. All right. Cybersecurity Specialist from Northwestern Mutual is hosting a virtual career fair session today at 11:30. Ooh, that sounds fun. Cybersecurity specialist, right? Very in tech, in demand future job. All right. If you would like to go, you can sign up at the link on your screen or email Ms. Gonzalez if you have questions, concerns, or want to get added. All right. She's there for you. UWM Trio pre-college programs are also going on. They're fun, right? It's going to be a fair. All right. I assume it's going to be virtual. All right. Wednesday, November 18th at 7. All right. Like that. There's a link. I bet this will be posted in your Google Classroom. You could actually click on that link. All right. Or it'd be on the Reagan College and Career Calendar. Ooh. All right. Are there any more slides? Oh, look at that. There's another one. All right. You're invited. Daily mindfulness and movement with Reagan students and staff. So in the morning, there's going to be some little mindfulness, yoga, wake up. All right. Sounds like a nice way to wake up. All right. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:15. Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30. All right. You can register at that tinyurl.com/huskiesme. All right. Sounds nice. Sounds like a pleasant way to wake up in the morning. A little like get up before your first block, so then you don't come to first block just looking like you're already ready to go back to bed, or better yet, showing up already in bed, already asleep. Right? You can show up like awake. That sounds very pleasant. All right. Check that out if you're interested. Stuff's right there. All right. Are there any more slides? No more slides. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Please make sure. Have a great day.